Hello, and welcome again to my 1-minute tips for women. This week I thought I'd update you on the beautician course that Tiny has been attending for the last 3 months. If you remember, the idea was to try and save some money by having a trained professional in the house who could do my hair, apply my makeup and paint my nails. Now, while it hasn't been a complete disaster, it does seem Tiny is very adept at painting my nails. This does appear to be the full extent of his training. Of course, I discovered this the hard way when, overwhelmed and delighted with the beautifully manicured nails he'd provided me with, I agreed to let him trim some loose flyaway hairs that he had observed. Unfortunately, and it is always easier to be wise after the event, I had presumed that his ability to trim hair would match his skills with painting my nails. So much so that, buoyed by his enthusiasm, I let my guard down and agreed to let him trim some hairs at the back of my head. Actually, I was rather horrified by the idea that these loose hairs had been flying away behind my head and embarrassing me in public. So I said to Tiny, do whatever is necessary. To say that I lived to regret this instruction is a massive understatement. Now, although I did keep an eye on what he was doing, and it did seem that his first cuts of hair were rather more generous than I would have liked, he did look the picture, manoeuvring his way behind me and making trims here and there. Once it was finished, and with no mirror available for me to check his handiwork, he eagerly begged me to allow him to apply my makeup. Buoyed by the transformation that was seemingly taking place in Tiny as he transitioned into an obedient submissive who was eager to please, I had a think and I agreed. What followed can only be described as unbelievable. After a session in the sauna with Tiny massaging my neck, I drifted off to sleep. I woke an hour later to find Tiny applying eyeliner. Complete, he handed me a mirror that he had brought down so that I could observe his masterpiece. Looking into the mirror, I saw something more akin to a heavily made up woman of the night with more blusher than skin and dark, sunken eyes like someone from the glam era. Horrified, I raised my hand to my head to discover the missing hair. Since then, Tiny has been living in the basement while he thinks about his behaviour and the importance of always telling the truth, no matter whom it might upset. My tip for today? Always think long and hard before letting your pet apply your makeup. Till next time, cheery bye.